Alright, so we are going to face Red Skull on Experts using against Winter Soldier aggression. This is on Experts. We've already gone ahead and shuffled up the counter deck. We revealed the main schemes. The Sleeper's been put aside. We revealed the Red House. Red Skull can't take any damage while this is in play. This comes in with 3 threat per player. Red Skull, stage 2, has 3 scheme, 1 attack. He has an ability. He gets +1 attack for each side scheme that is in play. So in theory, he has a 2 attack right now baseline. When he's revealed, deal each player an encounter card, which give myself that, and I won't forget it. Other than that, we are now all set up. So we will now start players, put a turn, and draw to our 6 cards. Drawing into a 1/1, Arm Block, Metal Punch, Electrical Discharge, Angela, Nick Fury Sr. I like this. This could be nice. Angela could pull us out a minion, which we could potentially. I think I'll keep those 3. Because then I'll have an arm block for next turn. For when it's the villain's turn, I can block damage. So we got 3, and then 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. That's sweet. You like to see this on first turn. So, in theory, I use the 1/1 to activate Bucky's cybernetically enhanced action, or enhanced. Spend any resource of any type, search your deck or discard pile for cybernetic arm, put it into play. Don't mind if I do, because that's how we get down armed and dangerous. So we have our arm. That makes me happy. So now, what we'll do, we're going to pay Shield Sidearm to put in our mask. So now we are a spy. Just like that, we are a spy. And then we are going to flip the hero. We are going to play Angela. Force response after Angela enters play under your control. Search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion and put into play engaged with you. Shuffle the encounter deck if a minion was not put into play. Or if a minion was not played, discard Angela. I have a good feeling we're going to find one. No, there's one. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I feel like I don't want to deal with this one because it's going to give me another encounter card, and we're already getting an encounter card next turn. So it's going to be one of these Hydra Flame Soldiers we're going to put in. All right, cool. Now maybe we'll shuffle that Shadows of the Past away, like to the bottom of the deck forever. Alright, so we now have a Hydra Flame Soldier engaged with us. Our next move is we're going to use our Cybernetic Arm to exhaust it, generate a resource for an attack event, which we're going to play 1/1. This attack will deal... Actually, wait, before I do that, Angela... We have Angela attack the Hydra Flame Soldier. Also, Red Skull has 16 health on stage 2. So I should probably give him some health. Alright, so Angela will do 2. Angela takes 1 consequential damage. Then we can go to our cybernetic arm, generate the wild resource um, for an attack event, and then it deals an additional damage. So we're paying it for 1 by 1, which does 2, but it's going to do 3. So we deal 3 damage to the Hydra Flame Soldier, which will defeat him, triggering a couple of things. If you also, with 1 by 1, if it defeats that enemy, you can deal, will deal 3 damage to another enemy. But there's a so technically he can't. I don't think that's. I don't think I can trigger that. It's not a response. It's part of the attack. So in theory, I don't think I can throw damage on Red Skull because technically I haven't activated Lethal Protector. Um. I'll have to research that. I'm gonna grim it and not do it because I don't think. I know he's defeated right now, and then I can throw damage onto another target. But technically, I have my responses I can activate, so I don't know if I can remove that threat, which it still would be there because it's only removing 2. So yeah, he doesn't do any damage. I can't damage him while Red House is in there, but this is defeated. I can activate Lethal Protector to remove 2 off of this, so that goes down to 1. And then I can trigger Winter Mask after you attack and defeat an enemy. Exhaust this Winter Mask to draw 1 card. So we'll draw onto a lock and loaded. That's sweet. Yeah, so then I guess we'll just go ahead and clear this off then. He loses that for now. I think that's a pretty okay first turn. So now we will draw to a hand size of 5. So now we are on villain's turn. 1 threat goes on the main. Force response. After you resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck, put into play. And we are going to be dealing with the Sleeper right off the rip. So Sleeper has 5 health per player. It's very annoying, especially if you're not ready to fight it yet. So it comes into play with Tough. And it comes into play with Guard. And it comes into play with Retaliation. So when I attack it, it's not going to take damage on the first hit. And I'm going to take damage because of the Retaliation. Ideally, I would have wanted my rifle. But it's a blessing that I did draw my lock and load, so it's very doable to get that out now. Alright, so Red Skull's going to attack. He does get +1 for having a side scheme, which is the Sleeper Awakened. He is going to attack. I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and have Angela take the hit. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4. So Angela's been defeated. And then Sleeper is going to attack for 3. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. And then we'll get another encounter card. First one is Hydra Regular, Insight 1. So that means we put a threat on the main. And Spreading Lies. Place 2 threat on each scheme in play. Not that this really matters, but it's technically a side scheme, so we would just do it. And it's on player turn. I'm going to use Captain America as a resource to put lock and load into play. Then I think we could just write it down, right? That's going to exhaust me. Well, actually, um, I'm gonna go ahead and attack the sleeper. Knockoff is tough. He'll hit me for damage, retaliation. I'm gonna exhaust cybernetic arm. And I'm going to use Arm Block and Black Widow to metal punch it. So we're gonna go ahead and do 7 damage to him. Because I use my, actually it does 8 damage because Cybernetic Arm adds a damage for using attack event, and also gains overkill. So we're gonna do 7. We're gonna do the 5 damage to defeat it. Overkill damage carries over to the villain. So that's gonna be 2 damage. That's gonna go over to him. So that'll knock him down to 14. We get to trigger our Lethal Protector, where we can remove 2 threat off of a scheme. I'm going to remove it off Lock and Load. When Lock and Load has been defeated, each player may search their deck or discard pile for a weapon upgrade with for the cost of 3 or less. Put into play. I'm going to grab my rifle because it'll be fun. So Winter Rifle is a 3-cost upgrade. It's restricted. Hero Interrupt. When Winter Soldier makes a basic attack, I can exhaust Winter Rifle, and then Winter Soldier gets +2 attack and gains Piercing and Rage on the attack. I also get to trigger Winter's Mask for defeating an enemy to draw a card. And we drew into a Piercing Strike, which is nice because with Piercing Strike, it's a 1-cost attack event. So the reason why I put this in here is because 1, it's a 1-cost. So if I use my arm to pay for it, it's going to deal 3 damage. And then when I defeat an enemy, I can heal 2 damage for myself. So it's like this like works for Winter Soldier because I'm damaging something, I'm going to probably kill it, and I get to heal. So I won't have to put myself down. So this gets removed. So does this. He loses that. Alright, and there's something else we can do that, so we're done. Ready up. And then drop to a hand size of 5. So we're going to keep our Piercing Strike. Hey, another Piercing Strike. A Strength. Electrical Discharge. Ah, yes. Good. 1 threat goes on to the main. So we're at 5 on that. We are going to reveal another side scheme. It's Hydra Patrol. I hate that one. So it's when defeated, each player has to search the encounter deck or discard power for a Hydra minion and put it into play, engage with them. And we shuffle the encounter deck. It has a crisis icon. It can't touch the main scheme until it's gone. Alright. Red Skull is going to attack. So he will be attacking for 2 and a boost. Do I just take it? We'll take it. So it's gonna be 2. Nice. Alright, so we're at 5 damage. Hydra regular attacks. We're gonna drop down to 3. It's alright, Bucky can take the hits. As long as we don't get another assault. Which we don't. We do get a Hydra so soldier toughness. And turn moves over to player. Alright. So I'm gonna use a double strength, double resource, to put in my silent infiltration. Exhausted. And then I'm going to attack the Hydra Exo Soldier. And I'm going to exhaust my Winter Rifle to give myself an additional +2. So we're going to have piercing and range. So with piercing, that means I immediately ignore the toughness. It means jack shit. 4 damage. And if you had to retaliate, I don't get hit because I have ranged on it. Ideally, when I was playing this, when the sleeper was out, because it had retaliate and range, ideally, if I would have had my rifle out sooner before he could have came out, I would have had no fear on that sleeper. I would have just one-shotted him, basically. So we do 4 damage to the Hydra soldier. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use our cybernetic arm. Well, actually, there's what, 2 threat on here. I'll go ahead and thwart the 2 threat off of the Hydra patrol to get rid of this. And that'll get rid of the crisis icon. This will get rid of his attack boost. We do have to search for another little Hydra guy. Let's grab... There's no more of them? He might be in the discard pile, actually. I'm gonna grab... Just say real quick. Yep, we're gonna grab one of those. So the Insight doesn't work because he's not being revealed. Alright, and then next thing we do is we exhaust our cybernetic arm to use a precision strike. It'll do 3 damage because it gets +1 from that, from the cybernetic arm. We'll do 3 damage to the Hydra regular. Where's my hall? Where's my hall? My hall when I need it. I would have had like 2 tokens right off the bat. So we deal 3 damage. We attack. The attack does defeat the enemy, so I can heal 2 damage. So I'm gonna bump up to 5 health. I also get to trigger a couple of things. We will trigger our Winter Mask to draw a card into a Genius. We're also going to, after you attack and defeat an enemy, discard this card, ready your hero, and then confuse the enemy. So good. So good. And then we're going to... we're going to use our Electrical Discharge to play another Precision Strike. And we're going to deal 2 damage to the Exo Soldier. And then we're going to heal ourselves 2 damage again. We're back up to 7 health. And that's also going to trigger our Lethal Protector. We can remove 2 threat off of the scheme. And then we're going to go ahead and just say we just knock them all out. Take him out 2. Remove 2. Then I think we're going to flip down. Villain's confused. And we can drop the stick card. So we get Window Soldier Spy. We get nice. That'll help us pay for our events. Metal Punch, perfect. We have a Nick Fury and a Firepower, which we have 1 weapon right now. So, all right. So villain's turn. 1 threat goes on to the main. We're gonna reveal another side scheme. Prison camps. So the nice thing is that I drew into that. That team up card for Black Widow. So usually my plan of action is I would just I could probably just grab her, and then I could grab with this card I can deal 4 damage to an enemy, and then grab a preparation upgrade for my discard pile, which I probably would just grab my infiltration card because it's very good. It's ready up and confuses. But we'll see. That remains to be seen. So we get 3 threat here on the prison camps. It does put an acceleration on here. Red Skull would want to activate the scheme, but he's confused, so he will not. And we will be given an encounter card. So Red Skull just got his Luger. So this gives him +1 scheme, +1 attack. And it has piercing and ranged. That's a little annoying. So for me to get rid of this, I would have to discard a electric energy, mental, or physical resource. And it's a hero action. Alright, so player turn. We're going to go ahead and recover 3. So we're at 7. That'll put us up to 9. And we are going to play Genius to put in a Martial Prowess. So basically what this does is I can exhaust it to generate a physical resource to pay for an attack event. Well, wouldn't you know, Winter Soldier uses a lot of attack events. So basically with the Cybernetic Arm and Martial Prowess, pretty much I'm pretty much playing cards for free now, which is nice. Here, so I'm trying to figure out how to... Actually, there's no way around that. Alright. We're going to flip the hero. We're going to use Cybernetic Arm and Martial Prowess. Pay 2 resources, and we'll use Firepower as the 3rd one. We are going to play Metal Punch. And we are going to deal 8 damage. 8 damage to Red Skull. So I'll leave him at 6. And then we will hold on to those 2, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's actually, we're going to scrap that. I'm going to scrap both of these. And then we're going to drop to 5. 4, 5. So 2 threat goes onto the main. We're gonna reveal. Oh, wrong card. We're gonna reveal Sense of the Past. Puts another acceleration. Puts 3 threat on the main on here. So his attack is going up to, so it's at 3. I think we will defend, so it's gonna be 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Alright, so it's 4, 5, 6. So we take 4 damage. And we get a Hydra soldier. And that will conclude Villain's turn. So okay, the combat training. And the Bambino to get in a silent infiltration. I'm going to pay the spawning for a fight to put in a fluid motion. So with fluid motion, after you play an attack event, after you play an attack event, you can exhaust this card and the hero gets a +1 attack. This on here. Hey, it's kind of looking like a game board. Oh, actually, you know what? Don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. So I need to. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to play that right now. So yeah, I think we're gonna just do. We'll hold on to it, or maybe we hold on to the Bambino. Let's hold on to these two, so these two will pay for the silent infiltration. And instead of paying for that, I'm gonna play spoiling for a fight to discard so we get a minion. There's an advance. So we get another Hydra Flame Soldier. We get to ready up. Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it. So then we're going to attack a Hydra Flame Soldier. We're going to exhaust our rifle to give us forward attack. We're going to defeat one of them. Triggering Silent Infiltration to ready back up. And confuse Red Skull to also trigger Winter Mask to draw 1 card into an energy. And then we're going to Lethal Protector. And we're going to remove 2 threat off of prison camps. And then we're going to exhaust to remove the threat off of prison camps. So when prison camps is defeated, we can search our discard pile for an ally and put them into play. I'm gonna go ahead and put Nick Fury into play. So when Nick Fury comes into play, I can do one or two things. I can either choose to remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. I will gladly take 3 new cards. Oh, there's my Hall of Heroes. So we will definitely play the energy to put in Hall of Heroes. Could have used that a while ago. We're going to use our arm block to put in our safe house. And then we are going to... Probably should store 2 off of that. I'll throw that. Alright, now we're gonna ready up. I don't think we'll hold on to it, see what happens. So we're going to be drawing out the 5, so we get firepower. Deathlock, nice. Yes, man on the wall. We need that. To make our dreams come true. Alright, so his attacks 2. Alright. So 2 threat goes on to the main. This puts it to 6. We're gonna reveal side scheme. Mass Chaos. Discard. Each player has to discard the top 5 cards of their deck. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Technically, I discarded what was remaining in my deck, so that satisfied everything. So only 1, 2, 3. So 3 threats gonna go onto that one. Unfortunately, because it ducked me out, I do have to get an encounter card, and we'll reshuffle our deck. Alright, and then Red Skull is going to attack. We'll have, obviously, Nick Fury is going to block that, so he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, so he is +3. So 1, 2, 3 because of the Luger, so 4 because of the attacks of 1. So yeah, so 4. So 4 and a boost, 4, 5, so 5 damage. Fury's been defeated. And then the Hydra Flame Soldier is going to attack. If I let him hit me and it's undefended, I have to discard a support and a control, which I really don't want to do, so I will defend it, not take damage. We'll get another encounter card, and we will reveal them. First one is a Hydra Jet Trooper. He has Quick Strike. I can't defend it, so I'm taking 2 damage. That will drop me down to 3. And then we are getting the Red Skull's right hook. This gets attached to the Red Skull. He gets Retaliate 1. And, yeah. Annoying. So, to get rid of that, I have to discard a energy, mental, physical resource. Same deal like the Leader. So now I gotta deal with his Retaliate. But, I might have a way out of that. Alright. So, player turn begins. So we have 2 of us on here right now. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play Fluid Motion. No. I'm going to play Aggressive Stance to put in Man on the Wall. So Man on the Wall is a very cool card. You can only play it if you're a soldier, which Winter Soldier is a soldier. Even if you didn't need the trait, it's got soldier's name, so you should be able to use it. Wouldn't it be funny if it was not that? If you didn't have soldier trait? So when I exhaust it, I can reduce the next card that I play by 1 for every minion that's engaged with me. So we have 2 engaged with us right now. So we're going to go ahead and use Man on the Wall to reduce the cost of Deathlock, and we'll use Fluid Motion to pay for the rest of it. So then we're going to put Deathlock into play. When Deathlock enters play, we search our deck or discard pile for a copy of a Shield Sidearm, and we're going to attach it to him. Alright, so the Shield Sidearm comes into play with 3 tokens, or ammo counters, I should say. And then, when attached character makes a basic attack, exhaust the Shield Sidearm and remove 1 ammo counter, and then deal 1 damage to an enemy. Alright, so now I think it's time to get armed and dangerous again and again. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust Cybernetic Arm to generate a wild resource to pay for an attack event, which we're going to pay for firepower. And that event, it deals an additional damage. So, firepower is also 1 cost, so we paid for it. So we exhaust up to 3 weapon upgrades that I control, and then for each upgrade exhausted this way, choose an enemy and deal 3 damage to it. And this attack also gains ranged. So we have 2 weapons on the table right now. We have a Shield Sidearm and a Winter Rifle. Now the terminology, even though the Shield Sidearm is attached to Deathlock, the card specifically states to a weapon upgrade that I control, and technically I control that. So we're going to exhaust Winter's Rifle and the Shield Sidearm, and then we're going to deal 4 damage. So for the amount of ones that we exhausted, we can choose an enemy and deal 4 damage. So we're going to deal 4 damage to the Hydra Flame Soldier. So, and this is considered an attack, so I get to trigger my Winter's Mask to draw a card into another Shield Sidearm. And then I can also do a Lethal Protector and remove 2 threat off of Mass Chaos. And then I get to add 1 token And I get to add a glory counter to my Hall of Heroes. And then I'm going to deal another 4 damage to the other Hydra Jet Trooper, which allows me to also activate Lethal Protector. And I'll go ahead and remove 2 off of the, off of Mass Chaos. So then we can get rid of the Crisis icon, which I never put on there anyways. We'll add another 2. That works. And then I think what I'll do is I will exhaust Deathlock to remove 2 threat off of the main. And then he'll take 2 consequential damage. And then we will probably flip down because he's confused. How many advances are in here right now? That's 1 advance. So there's still another one in there. I think we'll stay up 1 more turn. We can use Deathlock as a chump block because he's not gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, we'll stay up 1 more turn. And drawing up to a hand size of 5, so it's gonna be 2, 3, 4. Oh wow. Oh wow. This could get very painful for Red Skull if I survive. Alright, so Red Skull is... We're putting 1 threat on. No, we're putting 2 on, so it's going up to 6. Reveal a side scheme. This gives us hazard, so we're going to get an additional counter. Comes in with 2 threat. And the side scheme deck has now been reset. Red Skull has 1 attack from the Luger. So he's +3. He's going to attack. I do not have an arm block. We'll defend with Deathlock. And exhaust the character you control. Deathlock's been defeated. And we'll get 2 encounter cards. Hopefully no quick strikes. Get 1 with guard. And then we get under fire, surges, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So surge, then revealed. Asking you shall receive. I just got quick stroke. Stroked. That's 1 damage. And then this incites 1, so that's 6, 7. When attached, side scheme is defeated. Deal the player an encounter card. Well, I guess there's no way around it, so that really doesn't matter. Alright. And player turn. What can we do here? So we can actually man on the wall, and we can give ourselves a shield sidearm. So 3 counters on that. So we'll use the cybernetic arm to pay for another firepower. We'll exhaust two weapons that we control. So we're going to just exhaust our winter rifle and our shield sidearm. We're going to deal 4 damage to the Hydra soldier. And then trigger our winter mask to draw into a card, into a strength. And lethal protector gives us 2 threat to remove, which will remove off of the Hydra reinforcements. We also get to put in another glory counter. And then we deal another 4 damage over to the Hydra Jet Trooper. And we will remove 2 threat off of here, I think. So this will go down to 5. We have 6 resources right now. Let's use... we can't because he's got retaliate, so... That's unfortunate. Okay. So I'm gonna flip down safely. And then I'm going to hold on to all 3 of my resources and this metal punch. So that's 4. I'm only gonna drop the 2 cards. So we got 4, so 5, 6. Oh, I should have got another counter too, because I defeated him. Alright, so that's all exhausted. So this goes to 7. And then Red Skull is confused, so he won't scheme. And then we get an encounter card. Master Plan, that's real shitty actually. So it's going to put 4 more threat onto Censor of the Past. Oh wait. Forgot to... So Hydra Patrol comes in. And then 4 threat goes on here, making that 5. And then... this goes to 6. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, now it sucks. Alright, so we need to do something. We are going to heal ourselves for 3. And then we are going to safe house, search the encounter deck for a minion and put it engaged with you. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should have technically had another encounter card because of that. Yeah, so when I defeated him, I should have had another encounter card given to me. Crap. So we'll just shuffle this up and do it real quick. So I would have had a Hydra. And then put in him. Then I get to draw a card. And then we're going to remove 3 of those to draw 3 cards. We're going to flip the hero. We are going to play a genius. Well, we're going to man on the wall. Put this in for free. And then we're going to strengthen genius to put in Nick Fury Sr. And when he comes into play, I can remove 3 threat from a scheme. Or I can give a shield character a tough status card. Or I can draw 2 cards. I think I will take the 2 cards. It's Captain America, Precision Strike. I think we'll sort 2 off of that. And we'll go 1, 2, and then use Bambino as the 3rd card to play a Metal Punch onto the Hydra Soldier. He's got 4 health, so since we used our arm, it's going to do 8. So we'll do 8 damage to the Hydra Soldier, and then 4 damage is overkill. So Red Skull will take 4 damage. We defeated the Hydra Soldier, so we can go ahead and remove 2 threat off of here from Lethal Protector. We can also discard this to ready Winter Soldier back up. Then confuse Red Skull again. And then activate Winter Mask to draw a card into Electrical Discharge. And then we can add another glory counter onto Hall of Heroes. Now some fun decisions. We're going to We're gonna attack the Hydra Exo Soldier. We're going to exhaust field sidearm to remove a token. No, actually, we're also exhausting our winter rifle too. So we get piercing and +2, so we're doing 4 damage. And we're gonna remove this, so we could deal damage also. So I probably could choose the order of this also. So my 4 damage is gonna hit him first, which will pierce him. So that'll be the 4, and then dealing the 1 damage will defeat him. Forgot to get myself an encounter card for that. Since technically the shield sidearm is not... Actually, you know what? Probably better if I didn't do it that way. I'm not going to exhaust this. Instead, I'll just do and put 4 damage on him. Then we'll do... We'll use electrical discharge as a resource to do a precision strike and do 2 damage to the Hydra Exo Soldier. So that will defeat him. Triggering Lethal Protector to remove this. Add another glory counter. And then I get to heal 2 damage because I defeated him. Then the Hydra Patrol, we have to search the encounter deck or discard pile for a Hydra minion, and then put it into play. Which I'm gonna choose the old regular guy, because that's the reason I'm gonna do that is he's only got 2 health, so it's gonna make me doing this a lot easier. We will play another discharge, precision strike, deal 2 damage. Then we can heal 2, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've healed up to 8. Get to put another glory counter on here. I think I'm out of plays. Alright. I think it's solid. Oh, I also get to remove... Or 2, 3. So that's at 5. Still gotta deal with that. And yeah, we'll hold on to these 3. So 4, 5. We'll unexhaust everything. And then... Two threat goes on, so this goes up to 7. Reveal side scheme. Prison camps. So he's got 1, 2, 3. So he's +3 right now. So 4. Attack coming at me with a boost. We'll have... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust cybernetic arm to play arm block. So when the enemy attacks, deal 3 damage, but we'll be doing 4 because of the because we paid for cybernetic arm for it. So we're gonna deal 4 damage to Red Skull. Which is gonna put him over into his 3rd stage. So real quickly, we'll just do a couple triggers. First trigger, Lethal Protector. I can remove 2 threat. And then also my Winter Mask. Let's draw a card into a Black Widow. And technically he's still in play, so I take a damage for Retaliate. And then when he's revealed, it deals me an encounter card. He also gets 20 health. And then finishing up his attack, I prevent all damage because I use the arm to pay for that. So yeah, it's gonna be it's got 2 attack, so 2, so 5. 5, and then give the villain a tough status card. And there you go. We blocked all the damage on that. And we'll get an encounter card. So, yeah, let's see what fate has in store for me. So the first encounter card is the Red Room Programming. Give to the Bucky player. You may flip to Alter Ego form. I think I gotta do that. Do I play that on my turn? Any clarification that confused one. Okay, so I do it immediately. So yeah, I'm gonna... That's fine, I'll go into Bucky Barnes. And then I have to exhaust him. Then we'll remove that in the game. Then our next encounter card is in advance, which he was confused, so haha to you. And then I'm already exhausted, so screw you, bucko. So this will surge. And I don't have any more advances coming, so... But I do have that. Discard an upgrade or support. And this is why... And this is why Winter Soldier is amazing. And so Caught Off Guard is like, I'm not scared of this card anymore. Because I have to discard an upgrade or support. Okay, well, I'll just throw away my arm. And then I'll just pay a resource and get it right back. How awesome is that? Alright. And that will end the villain's turn. It is end of round, so Nick Fury Sr. Vanishes. Alright, first things first. I don't even know if there's any more minions in the deck. We're in a safe house. Go looking for a minion. Hey, here's one. Too bad it's gonna give me an encounter card when I defeat it. this encounter deck's pretty thin. Alright, next move, we are going to get the draw card. So we draw into an arm block. We're going to exhaust Hall of Heroes. We're going to remove 3 glory counters. And we're going to draw 3 cards. Hey, I love body armor. We have a lot of cards in our hand right now. So I'm going to throw Captain America away. And I'm going to bring back my arm. What's this in here? I'm gonna play. Oh, I'm gonna flip the hero. We are going to. We're gonna spoil for a fight, and we're gonna discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until we discard a minion and put that minion to play engaged with us. So discarding that, discarding this. Discarding that. Alright. So now I don't get to ready up. That was dumb. And this goes to 3. It's all part of the plan. I want to do stuff. We will man on the wall. We're gonna reduce the cost of Black Widow. We're gonna play an energy, so we can play her. So when Black Widow is played from my hand, I can return an attack event card from my discard pile to my hand. You have a precision strike. And then Black Widow is going to thwart this. So, prison camps, when defeated, player who defeated the scheme can search their deck or discard pile for an ally, put it into play, and then shuffle their deck. I'm going to go ahead and grab Nick Fury from the bottom of the discard pile. So when Nick Fury enters play, I can draw 3 cards. I can remove 2 threat or deal 4 damage to somebody. I'll take the 3 cards. 1 by 1, Silent Infiltration. Spoiling for a fight. It's beautiful. Alright, cool. So I'm actually going to do that too. Now that we got a fresh deck, that's 1 advance gone. So we're going to get a Hydra Flame Soldier into play. I can ready up now. We're going to use our Cybernetic Arm to generate a resource to play a 1x1, which will... Wait, no. I need to first... we're going to play 2. To put in Silent Infiltration. We're gonna have Nick Fury do 2 damage to the Hydra Flame Soldier. And we're going to attack the Hydra Soldier, and we're gonna attack the Hydra Soldier to do 2 damage, but we're also going to exhaust our shield sidearm to remove a token. And then I exhaust the shield sidearm to remove the ammo counter, which I did, to deal 1 damage to an enemy. We're going to do it to Red Skull to ping his tough off. And then we'll do 2 damage to the Hydra Soldier. Then we're going to use the Cybernetic Arm to generate wild resource to play a 1x1. Since we use the arm to pay for it, we get additional damage. So we're going to deal 3 damage to Hydra Soldier, which will... Hey, how's it going? Which we deal the 3 damage to this Hydra Soldier, which will defeat him, triggering a Winner's Mask, where we can draw a card into another 1x1. We get to add another glory token onto Hall of Heroes. And then this also kicks in our Lethal Protector, where we can move 2 threat off of a scheme. And because we defeated him with the 1x1, we can deal another 3 damage to the other Hydra Flame Soldier, which he's also defeated. So that will also trigger another glory counter onto Hall of Heroes. That will also remove 2 threat off the main scheme. And also I can discard Silent Infiltration to ready back up, and then confuse an enemy. And let's make sure that's... And then we're going to then... My God, it's like... But wait, there's more we can do. We're going to put in Angela. Force response after Angela enters play. Search the top 10 cards of the counter deck for a minion, and then put into play, engaged with you. And then shuffle the encounter deck. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to take this guy because he's weak. And I love it. How you been? We're laying scorched earth on the Red Skull right now. This is why Bucky is so good. Alright, so then he comes into play. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to play Martial Prowess to generate a physical resource to play a Precision Strike. We'll deal 2 damage to the Hydra regular, which will defeat him. And then we'll trigger off some more things. Because we defeated him with the Precision Strike, I get to heal 2 damage. So we go up to 9. We get to get another glory counter on Hall of Heroes. We get to trigger another Lethal Protector, so we'll go ahead and remove... I guess we'll start chipping away at that. Can't hurt. So that's 3 on that. And actually, there's only 2 acceleration icons on here. Alright, and then I'm still standing. So now he's got retaliate. So what can I do? I could throw these away and get rid of his retaliate, but I'm not really too worried about it. It's more annoying with his pistol. So I'm gonna go ahead and I could just yeah. I'll pay these 3 resources to get rid of his Luger. So he loses his scheme and he loses attack. He's only got 1 side scheme on there, so he only gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. So in theory, he's only got 1 now. So he's the 3 right now. And then we could just take the retaliate damage. So we're gonna attack Red Skull anyways. And we're gonna exhaust our Winter's Rifle. Because it doesn't matter, I have ranged with this. So I'm going to do 4 damage and not take any damage from his retaliate. Which is nice. So, there's that. So we'll drop him down to 60. And then, we'll end our turn. Alright, so 2 threat goes on to the main. So it's at 5. Force response, revealing another side scheme, which is Mass Chaos. We have to discard the next 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, so we're only discarding 3. And then it's only going to be 2 energy, 1 physical, so 2 threat goes on here. And I'm going to get another encounter card. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I get another one also. Yeah, I actually have 2 because I defeated that other one too. From the Hydra soldier. Keep forgetting about that. I gotta start reminding myself that was tokens. So we decked out. Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of screwed up the sequence. I forgot to draw my hand because I was so excited. And then I just shuffled everything so I don't remember what I had. So, it is what it is. It's not like it's gonna really, it's not like it's gonna really matter with the outcome because I'm pretty much got game in the bag. But I should have drew my hand first, then I would have decked out and had the encounter card anyways, and then there actually would have been... Actually, you know what? The only way I could really save it is by drawing my hand. So we'll say I drew my hand, then we just drew that, then we'll discard 5 cards. So now it's a mental, physical, energy. So now it has 3 threat. It's the only way I can make it look fair. There's nothing wrong with a little cheating. So this gets a crisis icon, so I can't touch the main scheme. These are my 2 encounter cards. Alright, now Red Skull's attacking. So he gets +2 attack for each side scheme, so that's 1, 2. So he's got a 4 attack. He's attacking, there's his boost. Nick Fury's pretty good at just taking a punch, so he's going to go 4 damage, and then that will defeat Nick Fury. And then we get an encounter card. Let's see what happens here. So, first one Under fire surges, and then reveal the top, which is Hail Hydra. So Hail Hydra, when revealed, each Hydra minion engaged with the hero makes an attack. So they're not in play, so they're not going to attack me. And if there were no attacks were made this way, search the encounter deck or discard pile for a Hydra minion, put it into play, engage with you, and then shuffle the encounter deck. I'm just going to go ahead and just grab him, because he's nice and squishy. And then we're going to go ahead and reveal the next one. So we have the gang up, so the villain's going to attack me and every minion that's engaged with me. So Red Skull is attacking for 4 and a boost. We will have Angela take that hit. So it's going to be 4. And then this does nothing because it was defended. So Angela's been defeated. And then he's going to hit me for 2. Next encounter card is Hydra Soldier, Guard, when defeated, get an encounter card, and then another Hydra Regular. Oh my goodness, it must be my birthday. Alright. That being said, play your turn. Alright, so we got 3 minions, which is wonderful actually, because I could just do Man on the Wall and then put Deathlock in play. Actually, no, I don't want that. Is there something else I could do? Oh, like 1 by 1. I'm gonna do a 1 by 1. So this is gonna deal 3 damage because I used the arm to pay for it. So I'll deal 3 damage to a Hydra Regular, which will defeat him. Gives me a glory counter. Trigger my mask. Draw a card into a metal punch. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Go ahead and remove it off Mass Chaos. And then I'm gonna do, and since it defeated a minion, I can deal another 3 damage to an enemy. So I'm gonna choose another Hydra Regular, which defeated, triggered, you know, Lethal Protector again. We'll remove this off. Get rid of this side scheme. And get another glory counter, so I have 6 on here. This is gone, and then I have to, per the rules. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't. Wrong scheme. I'm thinking of the wrong scheme. Then we got the Hydra Regular Soldier. I think I'm just gonna do a. I guess probably just straight up just I can actually just probably just leave him there. But I won't. Well. I can just straight up just attack Red Skull. Could also chip away that. Let's use the Deathlock to put in a aggressive stance. And then we will use martial prowess to pay for firepower. Exhaust our gun, exhaust our rifle. And then we can just deal 3 damage. So we'll go 3/3. Get rid of him. Trigger Lethal Protector again. We'll take 2 off of here. And then we'll get another counter. And I can just flip down. That's cool. I'm going to flip down. And I'm going to recover for 3. And we'll hold on to these 2. I think we're looking pretty good right now. Only thing that can ruin this moment is the shadows from the past, I think. Alright, so we're going to put... So we're going to drop their hand size of 5, so 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do 2 threat on the main. He's confused. We get an encounter card. Actually, we have 2 encounter cards. That should have been from the first one when we defeated the 1 minion. And then this would be my next one. And we also forgot to reveal... Alright, so now Red House is in play. I can't deal any damage to Red Skull till it's gone. Okay. And the side scheme deck has exhausted, so we are going to reshuffle them up. We'll reveal our first encounter card, which is a Hydra Exo Soldier. Comes in with 5 health and tough, and then an advance. So he is going to scheme for 3, 4, 5. So that is going to push that to the next stage, which is okay because we held that down for a while. So now we're on the New World Hydra. Comes into play with 1 threat on, and we have to reveal another side scheme, which is Hydra Patrol. That comes in with 2 threat. And that's villain's turn. Alright. Player good turn begins. No fear. We're now in the end game. So first we'll do is we'll save house. Search the encounter deck for a minion. Let's take one of those, because the quick strike can't hit me while I'm in LRC Ego. Yeah, I forgot to exhaust myself. And then we get to draw a card into nice. And then we're going to exhaust Hall of Heroes. We're going to move 3 glory counters. We're going to draw 3 cards. Firepower, Shield Sidearm, and Precision Strike. We're going to flip the hero. We're going to use our Cybernetic Arm. And we're going to use our Martial Prowess to pay for a Winter Widow Soldier Spy. We get to deal 4 damage to an enemy. Technically it's 5, so 5 damage to an enemy. And we defeat it. And it's technically an attack. So I get to Lethal Protector, take 2 off of this. And I can only play it if Black Widow's in play, which she is. And then I can put a Preparation upgrade from my discard pile into play. And... oh, I guess I don't have any in there. Oh well. Whoops. Swing and a miss. Black Widow's going to take that off. So now we can deal damage to him. Black Widow's a shield agent. We're going to use our arm block to put in a shield sidearm. And then we're going to do a precision strike. And we're going to pay for a firepower. And we're going to exhaust up to 3 weapons that we control. Oh, crap, I forgot to draw a card from that. So that's Captain America got. So we're going to exhaust our sidearm, our rifle, and then we're going to exhaust our other sidearm. Which also comes into play with 3 counters. And that's going to be 3 damage apiece. So we're going to do 6 damage to Red Skull. So it'll be 3 retaliate, another 3 retaliate, and then another 3 retaliate. So now he's down to 10. I'm down to 7. And then we'll go 2 electrical discharge, 4 damage on him. Bring him down to 6. I get hit with retaliate. He gets stunned. I still have a basic attack. So I got 2. Yep. We're gonna sort this. And then search for a minion. Which I'm gonna search for this guy. I'm gonna man on the wall, reduce the cost of Captain America. Play 2. Comes into play with toughness. Readies up a shield character. And we will take him out. Clear this. This goes down to 1. Then I have to get an encounter card for doing that. Then each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them back into their deck. Go 1. We'll just grab these three. Not like I don't think we're going to need it, but... Call it a contingency plan. Cool. And I think we'll stop there. I should have game next turn. Nothing goes sideways. Captain America will take the block. Alright, so 2 threat goes on to the main. We reveal Hydra reinforcements, so we're going to be getting another... Oh, I forgot to draw my hand. 1, 2, 4, 5. Gets that. So he only gets +1 from that side scheme. And he's going to attack for 3 to boost. What are the chances that he has a 3 boost and I just die outright to it? Just have Black Widow take the hit though. Black Widow will take the hit. Actually, no. Captain America will take the hit. So, wow, I could have took that. That angers me. Then he's gonna hit me for 2. That'll drop me down to 4. We'll get an encounter card. We get 2 encounter cards. First one is Master Strategist. When Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost for each side scheme applied, then discard this card once per activation. And then Infinite Power. Give the Red Skull a tough status. Oh, actually, no, I messed up. He was stunned. Crap. Hold on. So... Hold on here. So this is out of order. Replay this real quick. So what would have happened? He won't attack. He's stunned. Then I get an encounter card. Then he would have attacked. Then I would have blocked with Captain America. So this would have been his boost. So 3, 4, 5. That's gone. Then he would have got this. Alright, now it's set right. Alright, and then did I see the 2 numbers wrong? Okay. My turn. We'll play Genius. We'll get a combat training. And then we will we're just gonna go ahead. So we get +1 attack with that. So we'll just go ahead and attack Red Skull directly. We're gonna exhaust our shield sidearm. We're gonna remove a token. Deal 1 damage, but I have piercing also with the Winter Rifle, so that's going to be 2, so it's 3, 4, 5, 5, and then +1 with that, that's 6 damage, dead. And there you go. And the Winter Soldier is pretty badass. We also could have just did this too. Play a 1x1. Actually, no, he had tough on, so not even. But alright, well, thank you for checking out my game against Red Skull on Expert. If you liked it, you can like it. If you want to give a comment, all feedback is appreciated. Alright, you have a good one.